Fade me in, baby.
Okay. And we're back.
It still makes me laugh. It still makes me giggle.
Which part?
The like, okay, like the uncomfortable, like.
Okay. The awkwardness of the okay.
Yeah, it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Mm.
So we left you guys with something.
What do we leave him with?
Well, I think we left them with we're going to come back and talk about foundation.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we not?
I think we did.
Okay.
Sorry, I have cleaned a bathroom and tended to a baby, done a load of laundry.
And I started a brisket.
Yeah. So please forgive me.
And yeah.
Ugh.
So,
Yes.
anyways, foundation of relationships.
Yeah. So I think I kind of touched on it the very tail end of the last episode, which was um the way of which you start a relationship can't be changed. How your relationship starts is how it starts.
Explain, please.
Like,
You can talk about ours.
okay. So like for us, it was very like a lot of really upfront conversations.
Which we've
And
talked about in previous podcasts.
right. Lots of upfront conversations, lots of setting the expectations of what we want out of relationships, not necessarily like what we were expecting. This is what I want from this one, but like just like a broad spectrum of like, this is what I want.
Yeah. So recently we've had some conversations about what if we started in a different place? What if we were the people that started in a relationship? Because this happens.
Yeah.
What if we were the people that started in a relationship that was toxic from the beginning? And do you think that has context on the overall relationship and the longevity of it?
I think it weighs on the relationship. And I think the longevity of it really just depends on how stubborn one person is to make it work. And that one person putting in the effort to make it work. Because ultimately what happens is instead of two people working to make the relationship work, one takes on the entire burden of making the relationship work.
Right.
And takes on the entire burden of, okay, well, I guess I'll just ignore that I feel this way. Okay, I'll ignore that you treat me this way. Okay, I'll ignore that you don't clean the house. Okay, I'll ignore that you don't help with the kids. Okay, I'll ignore that we only hang out with your friends. Like there's one person carries the entire burden of the relationship. And so it's just a matter of how long does that person or can that person continue to carry it
Or put up with it.
or put up with it. Yeah. And that's what I mean by it.
So I agree with you what you say. Um, at the same time, fuck that.
Oh, I agree. And so that's where everybody's personalities differ in the fact of what you believe you are worth.
Or what you're willing to actually put up with. Because
Right. But when you value
do you respect yourself? Do you value yourself? Or do you think that you are worthless and only someone else can provide you with happiness?
yeah, no, I don't believe I'm worthless. I think that you are meaning like if you are
I'm
tolerating
not talking about you.
I
I'm talking
understand.
about people in general.
Right. So if you're tolerating those things, you don't see your value. And like I said, you can never unchange how your relationship started.
Yeah.
Never. And to that, you can never change when adultery happens. You can never change a fight when it happens. You can never change the words that come out of your mouth after they happen. Everything in your relationship leaves a mark, whether it's a positive mark or a negative mark. Everything that happens in your relationship leaves a mark.
So say you're dating and you're in the dating era of your life, right?
Yeah.
And
Which can happen multiple times in your life, by the way.
yes, it can. Even people do this when they're married.
Right.
Very often this happens.
Yes.
Infidelity in a marriage happens quite often.
Yes.
We won't get into the reasons why right now because I'm on a kind
We're
of
on a
a
mission for this
I'm on a I have
particular.
a task
Yes.
to get it across. So the infidelity part in dating. Okay,
Mm.
let's
Is it?
do a for instance a scenario. Okay,
Hang on. Let me ask you a question.
okay,
Is that situation in a dating, because it's not infidelity at that point because you're not married and they call it cheating. So
okay.
is infidelity and cheating, do they rank the same?
In my
It's
book,
the same act.
Yes.
Yeah, same. I don't care what the status of the relationship is, the act is still the same.
So I want to give a for instance. So say this is me.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
I'll act as this is me as the man performing these tasks, if
Okay.
you will.
Sure.
Okay. So I'm in the dating scene. I don't know why that switched cameras. So, anyways, I'm in the dating scene, right? I'm in the dating era of my life. Um, no relation, previous relationship, out of it, done, and I'm gonna go start a relationship 4 or 5 days after that one ends. Okay, or maybe I've already started other relationships prior to it ending.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter
Okay.
the context of that.
Okay.
Where I'm going with this. So, say relationship one starts, and I'm having a good time.
Mhm.
Only it's not fulfilling myself
Mhm.
or my needs, I guess.
Mhm.
So
Cuz
I decide,
needs can
hang
be
on,
I was going to say needs can be more than sexual.
yes.
So,
So I decided that I'm going to pick up a second girlfriend to see if a second girlfriend can fulfill these needs because I'm dating, not married, but I'm dating.
you got 80 and you're looking for 20. You got 80% in the first one, you're looking for the 20% in the
Well,
next
I'm
one.
just looking for the right one,
All right,
maybe.
I got you. Okay.
And maybe there's options, right?
Okay.
So I have two girlfriends now.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it turns out, yeah, she's cool, fun to hang out with, do whatever.
She got baggage though.
But I'm not really digging this one. So I'm going to pick up a third.
Okay.
Well, I'm still talking to these other two.
Do the other two do the other two believe that you're in an open relationship, or do they believe that you're in a closed off relationship, dedicated?
Oh, well, they probably believe it's just me and them.
Okay.
If I'm going to give full context on this.
So by the time you
This is me talking. This
Uh-huh.
is the inside me talking.
Uh-huh.
These people already know these things are happening.
You think so?
Yeah, they're women. They're smart.
Yeah, this is true. So but honestly, by the time you get to the fourth one, you're probably just talking and entertaining like
Another conversation.
inappropriate conversations with the fourth one. You're not necessarily seeing them, but you're definitely entertaining conversations.
All right. So we're at 4.
Yeah.
And things are going whatever. They're going all right. You know, and just
Well, you got the main one believing everything is perfect and you know guys are having conversations about what life's gonna look like and what your hopes
are you?
are. I mean, probably
We're just dating.
to keep that. Yeah, I mean, but
Am I not having those conversations with all 4?
maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. I don't think that you are.
All right.
I think you're having the conversations with one of them because you're more into one, but you're not completely satisfied.
I mean, to be all actual, I'm into all 4.
I don't think you've made it to the fourth one yet. You're just still texting that one.
How do you know?
Yeah. Just saying.
I'm just saying too.
All right.
Anyways, so there's 4 things going on. And the fourth one turns out to be really smart. Or the first one turns out to be really smart. Doesn't really matter which one's a smart one, but there's going to be a smart one in the group.
Yeah, you'd hope out of 1 out of 4, right? Yeah.
Got a 1 in 4 chance of one being smart.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And so one of them decides that they're going to do some investigation
Okay.
on you individually.
Yeah.
And then they go so far into that
So now okay,
investigation.
hang on, let's get this right. So these four, out of them, one of them has started to investigate you
Yes.
because something ain't right.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So because something ain't right,
Did it like a slip up happen? Like you posting some shit on Facebook? Like, because 4 is a lot to manage.
4 women is a lot to manage.
Right. Something slipped
But
up. Something had to have slipped up
but
somewhere.
maybe you got these girls on Tinder and they're just Tinder girls.
Is that a thing?
Maybe they're just, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't get on Tinder.
I never did. I mean, I did, but I never saw anyone off of it.
I didn't either. I'm just giving a for instance. This
Okay.
is all for instance.
All right. I mean, obviously I'm a woman. I got questions.
I understand. This is all a for instance. So one's smart.
Yeah.
Ter than the other ones. I'm not
Smarter.
saying
Yeah.
that they're not all smart. So because of this smart one,
Mm-hmm.
she investigates things to a certain degree and finds out about the other 3.
Yes.
All right.
So now
And
they all in the know.
So
They all know.
now there's 4 women that have been cheated on that know about each other. And they are not going to tell the person that they know about each other.
Fuck. Could you imagine?
And they're just
Can you
going,
imagine the screenshots that are going
fuck
back and
no.
forth? Did you see
Fuck
this?
no.
He said this. I got this one. You got that one. Oh man.
That ain't the same picture I got.
No.
Something grew.
Right. No.
Because it ain't that big.
No.
No.
He said that he was at this place and sent me a picture of this. No, he was with me at this place.
Why he sent you that picture?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid.
Dumbass. Okay. Keep
Anyways.
going. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because like that's an exclusive club right there.
Exclusive. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they all 4 know about each other.
Yeah.
When do you find out that they know?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay.
I do know. I'm just not there yet.
I got you.
So they know about each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know shit that they know about each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, they all break up with me all at the same time.
That's got to sting a little bit.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have a mental breakdown.
I mean, I could see it. Not like you having one, but like that causing one in someone. I could see it. I wonder what that looks like, though.
I'm assuming.
I'm drinking my tea. This is good.
Sorry, I can hear it in the headphones. I'm assuming that it looks like this boy child that is doing these things is probably crawled up in a fetal position, bawling his little eyes out, asking for his mommy.
I mean, I could get it. I mean, like your whole world, your whole fake world. I mean, help me with the word terminology I'm looking for. It's like not an empire, but it's
not
like
even a fake world. It's something that you built.
He was to that,
and then you thought you were. It
was a reality.
You were going to manipulate all 4 women.
Were you trying to pick
way
up a
smarter
fifth?
than you,
right?
And you were going to get away with it.
Yeah. Well,
hypothetically,
right.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to continue on.
Okay.
So I've had a mental breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me so sad. I lost all of them, but one I write. All right. So I'm going to take a step back.
Yeah.
So I write every one of them an email.
Are they individualized emails or are they
No, I copied and pasted the same shit.
you chat GPT the same email?
I didn't even
Dollar?
chat GPT it. I don't even know that I spelt everything all right.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I copied and pasted and sent all four the same email and hoping that I could salvage one.
I mean, they're good odds, 1 out of 4, right? That's good odds.
Yeah, if she's mediocre or willing to settle.
Okay, so here's the deal. Out of 4 women, you probably have 4 different classes of women.
You think?
Oh, I would think so. Like,
You really think?
I really do think so. Yeah, you're going to have, because they're all going to fulfill different needs. And there's something about each one of them individually that attracted you to them. So,
Okay.
like, you probably have one that's like really highly educated, independent, no kids, anything. And then you've got the second one that's has a lot of the same storyline in common because that's where you gain your common ground, right? Because you're sharing stories back and forth. And so you've got that in common. And then
You mean like they're into the same things?
no, not necessarily. I'm talking more like, maybe it's like something in regards to like their kids shared like some same stories or
Kids in the same school?
yeah, something like that. And then they've got or maybe they each have a troubled kiddo or something like that.
Yeah.
And then maybe you've got this other one that has a lot of the same family dynamic as far as like an ex relationship, like not
yeah.
like child, but like ex.
Yeah,
And then probably the fourth
two
one.
divorce situations.
Right. And
Yeah.
so then probably the fourth one is probably like not here local, which is why you've kept it via text. So they're fulfilling all the gaps in between those other relationships. But out of those 4 women, if I had to guess, you've got different classes of women with different situations, and you found commonness out of all of them. But ultimately, 1 out of the 4 is who you really wanted to be with. But then
You didn't get that
Yeah, because you fucked it over.
she was smarter
Smarter, absolutely. Yeah,
and she did her homework.
right.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to my tea. I'm going to let you finish. Keep going.
All right. So they all know about each other at this point. They have an exclusive group chat between
Oh, I bet that's so good.
amongst each other.
Damn, I bet it's good.
I bet it is. I don't have a fucking clue about it.
That's no, you don't. No. And those women will take that shit to the grave unless they're going to use it to burn you at the stake.
Which may happen.
Absolutely.
So, because of this situation I'm in, and
you giving the door code out to anybody?
Well, yes. It benefits to have a door that enters your property with a code on it.
Yeah. You don't have to give a key out. You just reset the
You
code.
ain't even got to get out of bed.
No. Not unless you want me coming through the window.
I'm good. I don't need no spider monkeys coming through my window.
Come at you like a spider monkey.
Yeah, no, I'm good. So,
Okay.
anyways, and by the way, I have 2 children that are in my home as well.
Okay.
I want to put some more context.
Okay,
into
so
this.
you're single dadding it.
I'm a single dad.
Got it.
I've got 2 kids.
Okay.
And I'm going through a divorce.
How soon is this divorce? Like, are you
Whenever the first relationship started, or
when you picked up the first one?
Just maybe 4, 5, 6 days.
And what's the story you're telling this one?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay. I think it does. I think the story does. I mean, it's all part of the imagination world, imagination station you're living at. I mean, I think the story does matter. I mean, let's just make it up, right?
Okay.
All right, let's make it up. So
What's the story?
I'm gonna go with you are embarrassed. And so you're gonna be like, oh no, I'm not, she's crazy. The divorce has been dragging out forever. Like you're going to make it seem like you've been living in misery and you're finally just now stepping out and you're finally just now getting out into the
Why wouldn't I
world.
just say that my divorce is over?
I mean, maybe you did, but you're definitely sure as shit not going to say that your ex-wife moved out 6 days ago. I guarantee it.
Oh no. I'm going to be very dramatic in
Oh
that.
God, yeah. Absolutely. So
I mean,
number 1 is getting
hang on.
Hmm.
For Christ's sake, I curled up in a fetal position and had to call my mommy. I mean, so
Your mom would come. Like your mom's a good mom. She would show up. She's a good mom. Just saying. I really like this storyline. I love that I can just write it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like you lived it.
No, not me.
Oh.
Not me. No. No. Mm-mm.
Anyway, I've got to finish the story.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you. So, yes, I have 2 children
Okay.
that only have half of the time. So, it would seem like the half of the time that I don't have them
Mm-hmm.
is when I should give the door code out. However, I'm a sleaze bag.
I mean, if you're dating 4, it kind of fits.
Yeah. So, I give the door code out.
Yeah.
And then I got 2 girls, not 2 boys, 2 girls
Mm-hmm.
sleeping in the room literally right next to me.
Okay.
And I'm
It must
allowing
be a super tiny house.
it is.
Okay. You broke?
Yeah.
All right.
At least that's what I tell everybody.
Okay.
Not really, but that's what I tell everybody because I'm a tight ass.
Right. You buy shit that you want, though, don't you?
I sure fucking do.
I bet so. Okay.
But
You're
it's a-
writing a real. I cannot wait to like. Can I just? You know what?
I mean, this
should
story.
Be,
This is all
maybe-
about me.
Maybe I should be number 5 and just stand in line. You sound like an amazing prize.
I mean, there's a waiting list.
Shit. Keep going.
Shit. Might get all serious.
So you wrote all these emails. Am I on the list?
No, I'm not on the email part.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm on the. I'm letting women in.
Oh, okay.
to the
This is
house.
before. This is before they found out about each other. All 4 of them.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm letting them in one after another.
Are you meeting any of these women up for like, sex
Fuck
in the
no.
parking lot, or I mean, you're just like fucking in a truck in a parking lot somewhere?
Fucking in a truck.
Yeah.
I mean,
So yeah.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with disclosing this information.
Why?
Fucking in a truck.
Yeah.
Truck fucking.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe I'm truck fucking.
Okay.
Maybe I'm fucking them everywhere.
Okay. Fair enough. Besides the 4th
However,
one.
there's one of them that's kind of huge, so I can't fuck her in the truck.
Size and nimbleness matters when you're truck fucking.
It does.
That's gonna make a really good TikTok. Sorry.
Size and truck fucking. That'll be the name of it.
Yeah. This is a really good episode.
Oh shit. Anyways, size and truck fucking. So I'm fucking these women in trucks and parking lots, whatever.
Their house, your house.
It don't
everywhere.
matter. It don't matter.
Yeah.
But there's kids around, and this happens when the kids go to sleep.
Okay.
We'll say they're asleep.
Okay.
Anyhow, I be fucking these girls,
What does the ex-wife have to say about any of this?
and they're actually pegging me too.
Seriously?
Yeah,
You're into that.
yeah.
All right. That's going to also make a good TikTok.
I'm getting pegged, and Curtis is eating my groceries.
That one goes on exit point.
Yeah, Curtis likes groceries,
Yeah. Anyways, sorry.
but he was a part of it. Anyhow, so you keep distracting me and my topics.
I'm trying to keep you online.
I know.
But I'm a woman. I got questions.
I know you've got
the
lots of
story,
questions.
like I need to know.
I'm very distracted.
Like there's a
Like
difference.
I feel attacked.
Sorry.
Should I feel attacked?
I'm sorry. No, you shouldn't. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I should be one of, maybe I'm number 5.
All right. So you are number 5.
Shit. All right. So the ex-wife comes back. Not that I'm the ex-wife, but the ex, I mean,
Yeah, I mean I had to do that one more time because honestly, I just didn't know, you know? Maybe I fucked up. Maybe I thought I
So
could salvage that.
you're saying it like,
Or
okay,
maybe I just wanted another piece of ass to add to the equation.
maybe. I get that. Okay. So the ex-wife
Because I have a sex addiction.
You're getting pegged. You have a sex addiction. You're fucking in a truck.
And I have Curtis eating groceries. By the way,
Are you also
the dog's name is Curtis.
Are you also in a cult? Because I'm confused.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I've got some fucked up shit going on.
Yeah, you know.
I'm also a narcissist.
Oh, well, yeah. Duh. Totally.
Didn't I just explain that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So
These poor women. I hope they've moved on. Anyways,
Well,
sorry.
Unfortunately, they haven't because I'm still with one.
Okay, but how'd you get to the one? Like you skipped a huge chunk of your storyline.
Well, ultimately, I cheated on all of them.
Right.
Okay.
You treated
no, I put that in there. I sent all the emails out.
Yes.
And I got one response.
Why did you have to send an email?
Because I'm gay.
Don't say that.
All right. I'm gay in the sense of I'm using gay in the word and the terminology of I'm an idiot.
I got you.
Not like I'm gay.
I got you.
I'm an idiot.
I just don't want to offend anyone.
I don't want to offend anyone. That's not my intention either.
No.
So
you see, you sent an email.
I send this email out to everybody, copy paste verbatim. You know, I'm a real.
You sent it out to 5 or to 4?
I'm a real bag of shit.
Did you send it out to all 5 or just 4?
Just 4.
Just 4.
Well, I couldn't send it to my ex-wife. Like,
because then you would have to admit that, like, not only did your marriage not work, but now you fucked up 4 relationships.
Yeah, and she could use that shit against me.
Well, I mean, what's to say? Here's the deal. Out of those 4 women, there's one that's going to fucking reach out to the ex-wife. Like, don't underestimate that. There's one of the 4 that's going to reach out to the ex-wife to clarify some things. Because if she's been lied to about the women, she's been lied to about the ex-wife.
Yeah.
So she knows. The ex-wife already knows that your email doesn't mean shit. And I'm sure she probably actually already, like, I'm sure when those women...
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
All right. I had to send the email because they all blocked me.
Oh, now the truth comes out.
I'm sorry. I didn't bring this up earlier. But they all blocked me after
As they
found
should.
So the only way for me to communicate to them was sending an email like a little bitch. that I am
When we were
at this
dating, you know
point.
how long it took me to even know that you had an email? So how
Again, I'm not talking about me.
I know. I get
I
it. I'm
am
just saying.
hypothetically speaking.
I get it.
Okay.
Okay. So you send the email.
And yeah,
Did you get you
I
get
only got one response.
okay.
One person decided that they're willing to take me back.
Okay.
All right. So I want to know, this is my question for you.
Okay.
If you were that one person that
Mhm.
decided to take me back,
Yeah.
how do we set a foundation?
You can set a temporary foundation, but eventually the soil's going to wash out. There's a lot of prep work that goes into putting in a foundation. If you've never built a home, there's a lot of work that goes into foundation work. I mean, you got to bring in at least when like cuz I've built my own home from the ground up.
Yeah,
It legit meaning I've built a home. I mean,
I know you have.
I've ridden in a bobcat and worked on groundwork. I've dug I've put up the forms.
Mhm.
I've dug the beams, which are so concrete can't just set on top of the dirt. You have to actually dig what's called a beam down so that the concrete almost has like a T. So you've got the concrete that goes across the top, and then you have
Yep.
the concrete that runs like this in the ground, and it
When you
keeps your
have shitty
foundation
soil, you have to do
in it
proper prep work so your foundation does not crack.
exactly. And also to that, because the Texas soil shifts so much, depending upon how big your slab is, depends on how many beams you dig.
That's right. And how
So
thick they
and
are
how thick they are, absolutely.
and
And
how
so
deep they are.
and how deep they are. And that alone is also a big reason why homes cost so much in Texas because the cost of concrete right now is through the roof.
Along with everything else.
Right. So when you like I said, when you're doing so you bring in not only that, but you have to bring in good stuff. So you have to come into a relationship with good things. Just like you when you're doing the foundation prep work, you got to bring dirt in. You got to bring in the good topsoil to move around, to level shit out.
Yeah, I would say, the only thing that you don't want to bring in is baggage.
No. Sometimes you can't help that though. Like some of it but here's the deal is it's like even when you pay somebody to bring in
I'm really talking
topsoil,
about the baggage of an additional 4 women.
I understand. Stick with me though.
Okay.
Even when you pay for really top-notch topsoil, you're going to have a little bit of rock and a little bit of maybe concrete debris or whatever. Like you're going to have a little bit of stuff in there. Just like every other human being, it's going to have a little bit of baggage to come with them. They're going to have a little bit of history, a little bit of trauma, whatever. They're still going to bring that to the relationship, but they're going to have just like when you bring in a load of dirt for laying your foundation, you're going to have more good than you are bad. And just like when you're going into a relationship, you need to have more good than you have bad. And
Yeah.
if you have more bad than you do good, your foundation is eventually going to completely fall apart.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how I contribute this is it's like you started a relationship by bamboozling all of these women into thinking something was completely different. And whether or not I got an apology email that made me bite the hook and you reeled me back in, you can temporarily think that foundation's going to be there. But for how long are you going to pretend that your relationship didn't start that way? How long are you going to pretend that you didn't just treat me that way?
Honestly, as long as it takes for you to forget about it.
You don't ever forget about it. You push it back, you put shit on top of it. From you try to eat it away.
In my mind,
You try to eat it away.
as a man, I'm going to think that you're going to forget about it, that you've forgiven and moved on.
No, because
I'm sorry. Retract. As a boy,
yeah,
I'm going to think that you are going to forget about things. and
Right.
that you were given the opportunity
To not.
to not come back into that toxic environment,
But
and you
since I chose
chose
to,
to, now that becomes
now it's my
your
fault.
burden,
Yeah.
and that is you.
Right. So then I
And
don't value. So that's where the whole me valuing. That's where the whole me valuing me comes in. I didn't value myself enough, or maybe I hated the situation I was in and I saw you as a financial exit because I'm a single mom of 2 kids, and so
do you work?
I mean, I do work, but I haven't held a steady job in a long time,
Okay.
and so and I'm doing the absolute best that I can, and you came along, and even though I was treated like one of 4, it's still the best I've ever been treated. So,
The best in what standards?
that's it exactly. Is it's like it sucks for me, and I'm talking as if I'm the one that you've selected. It sucks for me that I'm going, "This is wrong. I know it's wrong, but it's still the best I've ever had."
So at what point in this relationship, as a woman, do you decide that your kids are going to be number one over yourself or the situation you've now introduced your kids to?
I don't know. That's a hard one for me because it's like I'm not that's obviously not my mindset,
Yeah.
and that's not who I am. And
Again, we're having hypothetical.
hypothetical. So it's really hard for me to even think about like what I'm going to do or what's going to happen. Like I really just have a hard time being like, yeah, I'm going to cut it off. Like because like unfortunately, yeah, I was one of 4. But there again, this is the best I've ever been treated. So maybe I suck it up
Yeah.
because it's shitty and you treat me shitty daily, but it's still the best shitty I've ever had. Like that sucks. And so no, I don't think that relationship is ever going to progress. I don't feel like that relationship is going to have a house built on it
Well,
or a frame or you're just
so I need to add a little bit of additional context
great.
to, sorry that I left this part out.
Okay.
So, by the way,
Mhm.
you're an alcoholic, and so am I.
Well, that spices shit up, don't it?
It does.
Fuck.
And I have 2 kids, and so do you. So,
So like
and
that's
then I have 50-50. And what custody do you have?
50-50.
All right. So we both have 50-50 custody of children.
Yeah.
Um, I have mine whenever you don't have yours,
Mhm.
and then
Well, that's going
you
to
have
happen.
yours when I don't have mine.
Yeah, that's going to
All
happen.
right. But we're extreme alcoholics.
Okay.
Okay. And so we prioritize alcohol over our children and anything else. So I want that to
Yeah,
be taken into consideration in this
I
conversation.
think I think that the alcohol would probably be the glue that holds that relationship together until there's a catastrophic event.
I think there's a very soon, there's probably a lot of arguing because of the alcohol, I would assume, because when you drink, you get loud.
Right. Well, and to the whole drinking thing is it's like the shit that you've been holding back, your filter goes on bypass once you've had enough to drink. So the
Well,
real stuff you want to say is going to come out.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's coming out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
And it's the truth
Yeah.
about how I feel about you.
Right.
And what if you're not drunk that night, but I am? And and how is this starting to affect you,
Oh,
or vice versa?
you don't care. I mean, you've obviously shown you don't care about me from the very first date we've ever had because I was probably what, number 2 or number 3? So you've shown me that you don't care from the beginning. So whether you're drunk or I'm not drunk,
You're damn
whatever.
right I don't care. I'm still dating other girls anyways. Does You don't know about them, but
Right.
that you think I'm, you know, God at this point because I'm taking care of you and your girls
Yeah.
and I'm your financial freedom. So what does it matter to you? You've chose this.
And that's honestly like that's I can truly believe that that would be your mindset is that you would totally see like nope, you chose it, you forget it. No. I'm never going to forget it. I mean, I'm going to be able to push it down and quiet it and mute it at times, absolutely, but that feeling in your gut and in your soul always boils back up.
So again, back to the children.
Mhm.
At what point are you going to step in and protect them? Or do you just not give a shit about your children that much that you are going to put this piece of shit person that's treated you this way ahead of your own children?
I'm sure there's going to be instances in time where I step in and then times where I don't step in. Because ultimately, like you said, you're my financial freedom. So I'm riding a line of I don't like the way you're treating my kids, but I just moved into the best house that I've lived in years.
So what has been your living situation?
I don't know. I'm a single mom, 2 kids, kind of work. I get some child support. So I don't know.
So your financial situation is not that great.
No.
So you're kind of struggling to make ends meet
Yeah.
and you're looking for an out too.
Well, yeah. I mean, I
I
drive a
mean,
buy now, pay here car. I mean, I
and
bought what I could afford.
and you have to still buy your alcohol.
Well, why you got to put that out there?
Well, because you're an alcoholic.
Yeah. I don't, I just can't see this playing out well in any means temporarily. Anybody
So
can make anything work temporarily. Anybody can put lipstick on a pig and push it through a parade and send it to auction and it make money. It's the same thing with this relationship.
sure it is. So I want to go back to the original topic,
Okay.
foundation of a
Yep.
relationship.
Yep.
Do you think there is any foundation built in this sort of relationship?
No. Okay. Yes, there's a foundation there. It's a trauma foundation, meaning
For who?
for both of them.
Okay.
It's a trauma foundation for both of them. And honestly, it's like the guy who wrote the email was grasping at straws, reaching for any type of relationship, hoping for mercy, right? Which is ultimately manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for both of them. There's no foundation. It's a trauma foundation for both of them. So ultimately, like I said, you can bring in dirt, you can pour concrete, but it wasn't the best prep work. It wasn't the best digging. It wasn't the best forms. Like all of that shit matters. And eventually that dirt under that concrete is going to wash out.
Yeah.
That's just the way it happens. You built your fucking house in a flood zone. I choose to build mine on a mountain.
So what happens next?
I mean, you're probably going to live like everything's fine. You're probably going to you're just going to struggle along. I mean,
All right.
you can't fix how it started.
More context, okay?
Sure.
All right. So we haven't lived together at all.
So we've just been staying. Like I'll come over and stay, you'll come over and stay. We've been kind of blending kids together.
Yep.
Fuck. Blended
All right.
families are hard, man.
But all of a sudden, because I'm going through a divorce, that I didn't fully disclose how long the divorce is going to be in this relationship.
Hmm.
Uh, the marital property, I probably told you, was in my name. It's not. It's actually in my,
You're full of fun little secrets.
yeah.
Keep going.
So the marital property's not in my name. Neither are utility bills. And Lord, I apologize. But
Oh, okay. Mm-mm. Okay. So you
but
don't even know how to set up your own bills.
no, I ain't never done that.
Okay.
But anyways, marital property's gonna get sold because yeah,
Okay.
there's a divorce happening.
Okay.
So the marital property gets sold,
Okay.
and I have this brilliant idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you pick out a house. Wherever you want to pick out a house, and we're gonna move in together.
So I can pick a house on the same street as my ex-husband?
I mean, if that's what you want to do.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know why you would want to do that, but
I mean, I'm close. I mean, it's convenient, right? Like
convenient for what?
for my kids, it's convenient. The girlfriend's kids, it's convenient for. So that's what I'm going to pick.
It's just convenient for the kids or her?
Her kids.
For her kids or for her?
Let's go with both. I mean, because ultimately, like if it's convenient for the kids, it's convenient for her, right? And if it's
Okay.
convenient for her, it's convenient for the kids. Like, let's go with both.
Okay. So we're going to move into this house.
Okay.
I'm going to put my name on the lease, not yours.
You're gonna do you're gonna finally be a man and put property in your name.
Well, I have to because you don't work very much and you don't have a steady income. So I'm going to have to do this. I don't really want to,
So then why are you?
but I'm just trying to prove a point.
Okay.
I'm trying to make the world look at me like I'm stable. I may not be, but I want the
Right.
perspective of everybody else to think that I am.
I got it. So as far as like, because you said you have two kids,
Mm-hmm.
you haven't really talked about your responsibilities to these two children and what you do and don't do. Is she picking up your parental duties?
So yeah, she's really kind of a convenience type of source for me, which is really why I guess it works for me because
So you're
I
in
I
love.
work.
You're in love.
I bring all the money in. I mean, I
Right.
expect whoever's not working to do all of these other things. That's my expectation.
Right.
I don't know that I've really made that clear as my expectation to that other party,
Mm-hmm.
but that's my expectation. I bring all the money in. I pay for everything. I ain't paying for your kids.
So I probably work part time then.
Well, your child support hopefully covers some shit. I don't know. I don't really give a shit.
Okay.
That's the type of person I am.
Okay.
So we're gonna move into a house together, and my expectation of you is while I'm gone at work, I want this house fucking clean. I want dinner made whenever I get home. I want my beer fridge stocked with beer.
I mean, I do too. Right? If I'm the girlfriend and we're both alcoholics.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm sure you'll handle that.
Okay.
But at the same time, my mother is going to take my two children back to school shopping,
Okay.
but she's not going to be taking yours.
Are
So
we in a
I
relationship?
apologize,
But do you
but
really?
I apologize, but you know, I know we've been together for almost 2 years,
Uh huh.
but my family really doesn't like you.
I really don't even know what to say. Like, how is this working? I don't know. It blows my mind that anybody would accept this as their reality.
Same. However, I know for a fact,
Mhm.
actually know for a fact,
Mhm.
this is a scenario.
Mhm.
And it sucks that this is a scenario for somebody.
Right. I agree.
And I hate this.
I hate it for all parties involved.
I just hate it in general that there are shitty men or boys that want to call themselves men
Right.
that think that this is acceptable.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, so it all goes back to this is you can't change how your relationship was started.
no, you can't. So you were cheated
Once
on.
yes.
All right. So let me get into this.
Okay.
So you were cheated on.
Mhm.
You know you were cheated on.
Mhm.
You're in an exclusive group chat with all of the exes,
Okay.
and they have all told you about this person.
Yeah. Why I guess my as me Jen, my mind goes to why do you think you're different? But maybe she doesn't maybe that's not even a thought process because if you're that desperate to get out of your situation and this is the best shit you've ever had or best shitty situation you've ever had, it's still shitty, but it's still also the best at the same time. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either. I know money doesn't buy happiness,
Oh God, no.
and anybody that is in that toxic of a relationship thinking that money is going to determine the outcome is just waiting for
No.
the money to run out.
Hang on. You can build a multi-million-dollar mansion, but if it's built on a cliff, it can still fall in the ocean.
All right, so I got something on that. Completely off topic. I was watching a show last night, and Shaq was on it.
Mhm.
And I don't know if everybody knows Shaq's story or not. It doesn't matter if they know it or not. They can go look it up. So Shaq was divorced, right?
Mhm.
He said he had a 20, I think, don't quote me on this, 23,000 square foot home.
Hmm.
He also has children,
Mhm.
and he lost his kids in the divorce, and he was talking about how it really affected him, not immediately but over time, that he was walking through an empty house.
Yep.
So he would walk through an empty house. Obviously this house is huge, it's a
Oh, I'm sure
mansion.
it echoes.
It's and he's used to kids playing in the gym, so he would walk down to the gym to see where the kids are at.
Well, then you hear the
Mine
basketballs going and the radio and
Yeah,
like homes are filled with noise.
they are. Absolutely. As they
And
should be.
as they should be. A home is one of the
And not
loudest.
noise from the parents.
No, I'm talking about kids having
Yes.
lives, kids having experiences, kids laughing, kids drawing, kids making crafts, kids
Being kids.
absolutely playing sports, bouncing a ball, riding a hoverboard. I mean, just so many things. And I've always told you, like, a loud home is a happy home.
Yep.
And if you have a quiet home, your kids have reclused, they have run away from you, they have, and this is if they're home. Something's wrong. The
Yeah.
balance of your home is off if you have a quiet home and kids are home.
Yeah. I love it when our kids are good all together because,
Yeah.
man, they just love each other so much.
Don't they? They
Yeah.
really do. They really, really do. Okay, so back to your Shaq story. Sorry.
Yeah,
walking in a quiet
he was
home.
just talking through things in this interview, and he's like, "Man, if I could redo everything, I would. I would try to go back and fix things. I'm not saying that I did anything perfect. I know that I fucked up. I admit that I fucked up, and
A lot of times it's your ego that causes you to end shit.
all right. So, in certain people's scenarios, yes. In
Yeah.
other people's scenarios, it's a money driven thing because they have enough money to go out and play twice as hard as anybody else.
Mhm.
And they have things at their fingertips that maybe they shouldn't.
Mhm.
Just things become more available the more money you have. And then you lose the, and I know I'm completely
You
off
lose
topic here.
perspective of reality when you've got that much money.
You do, because ultimately, whenever you have that much money, you have a nanny or somebody else raising your children.
Right.
There's a whole lot of things going on. There's
Yeah.
so many different aspects of life whenever you're a celebrity versus just a regular person. So, back to the storyline. So, now you and I have moved into a home together after a year, year and a half, almost 2 years, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We've decided to move into a home together. We've never lived together.
Okay.
We've just stayed at each other's places. We've never lived together. I never allowed you to move in. You know why?
Mm-mm.
It's because I was seeing other women still.
Oh.
But
Okay.
you never allowed me to move in. Guess why?
Mm.
You were seeing other men still.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna go with I'm probably not because I'm so scared of losing the. I'm so scared of losing the like financial freedom I can see on the horizon because I know your divorce is going to be done at some point in time.
why would you be scared? You already fucked me over.
How did I do that to you?
I can hold your head. I mean, I already fucked you over.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
getting
get to
at is
hold that
I'm
over your head.
me as the girlfriend who's been cheated on. I'm
Yeah,
probably
as the
not going to
girlfriend, I
go
get to hold that over your head
hold what over my head.
that you cheated on me,
Oh, yeah, but
or that I cheated on you. Sorry.
I'm too worried about losing you as a financial scapegoat. I'm not going to go sleep with other men.
I don't know.
All right.
Debatable.
Okay.
Debatable. You're an alcoholic,
This is true. Things happen.
and
Alright.
you're not always with me.
No, because we don't live together.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I don't think about that because I'm doing other people. I mean, things while you're not around.
Okay.
So, anyways, back to the storyline. I've decided now that you know I've lost my marital property. I've got to get a house.
Yeah.
You got child support coming in. I've got to pay out child support. Maybe we should move in together.
You think it's going to be cheaper?
I'm hoping with your child support taking over my child support spot. I'm hoping it's just a break even point. I'm
Okay.
already paying for you.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Next. Keep going.
But I really don't like your kids. And
So
neither
you're
does my family.
so are you just tolerating them or
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I
I
guess you
mean,
only have to tolerate them what, 7 days at a time?
yep.
And even then probably not even the full 7. I'm sure sometimes it's like, "Hey, why don't you send them off and we can go this?"
Yeah.
Okay. So on average, we probably honestly have them
3.5 to 5
to
days.
5 days. Okay. Fair. But I'm still getting child support, even though I only have them 3 to 5.
Yeah. I mean, the ex lives across the street, so I can shove them off over there too
Okay.
for my benefit. By the
Gotcha.
way, you picked out the house.
Oh, I did.
I let you have full reign of picking out the house,
Mm-hmm.
and you decided to pick out the house the new rental property across the street from the ex.
Okay.
So
I mean, it
why
makes
did you do that?
makes it easy to send the kids, right?
Makes it easy for you to get rid of too
Yes.
during our alone time, right?
Right.
And then you and I can escape
Okay.
and go enjoy our alcoholic ventures.
Okay. I told you, I think the alcohol is the glue to this relationship until something catastrophic happens. Because all of these little things, especially when you're an alcoholic and you're drinking, are all going to add up to this like cataclysmic, just like explosion at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right. So, and I've got to tell you,
Mm-hmm.
I've never, ever had to pack up a whole entire house. I've never
Wait a
had to
minute.
set up utilities.
You told me that you had moved a lot.
I did, but my wife did all of that.
So you don't have any fucking clue on how to set up a home.
I don't have a fucking clue now. So I didn't know that I was gonna have to pay a deposit
Are
for
we-
a water bill.
Are we keeping all of your ex-wife's shit too?
Oh yeah.
We don't get to buy new furniture that's ours.
I don't have new shit. I gotta pay child support now.
What happened to all that money from the property you just sold?
I bought a boat.
You bought a boat.
Yeah. Big cash.
Well, at least I didn't have to sign on it. I mean, not that I can, because if maybe I've filed for bankruptcy or some shit at some point.
Yeah. And those bankruptcy checks are big.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. Anyways, can I finish with my damn story?
I'm just feeling like a fucking shell of a person over here. Like,
I'm sorry
This
that I
is
did this to
shitty
you.
fucking
I'm really
life.
sorry I did this to you, by the way. Can I go make you a drink?
no. No. Okay, keep going.
I would normally make you a drink at this point.
You would?
If I'm this person.
Okay. Probably not gonna make you a drink. But
Actually, I'm gonna
get you
probably
one.
tell you to go get me one, make yourself
Right.
one.
Yeah, okay. I
All
got
right.
you. Okay. I'm waiting for the next fucking glorious little
All right.
nuggets
So
you're
I've
gonna drop.
never ever set up bills or structured a home or even put a home together as a man. I only care about my shit, which is the garage. I'm gonna need you to take care of the entire inside of the house.
Yeah, but like more than 75% of this shit's your ex-wife's.
Yeah, I don't care. You're gonna have to do it because I'm paying for you.
Your dick must be huge.
Actually, it's like the size of a Tic Tac.
Is that why her breath's always minty fresh?
Yep. Actually, her breath probably smells like dick.
Probably. With a splash of Malibu.
But no, I've never set up a house before. I've never set up bills before. I've never paid. I don't know what it's like to set up internet, electric, water, none of that shit. Have you
Yeah.
ever done this? Because I'm gonna need your help doing that.
I mean, at least I don't work and I'm home and can set it up and get it done.
Can you? On top of all the other shit that I asked you to do,
Did you really ask me or did you just imply it?
I kind of told you
Oh,
because I mean, after all, you're at home.
yeah.
You ain't got shit to do, and I'm gonna need you to do this shit because I can't.
Okay, so because I suck at holding a job, I'm play the victim all the time. I work from home. I got a part-time job working from home. So I'm home. I'm making a little bit of income. I'm also, you've told me, making child support. I've got 2 kids. You've got 2 kids. We drink a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, we got to. I mean, I'm stressed the fuck out. So are you.
I think we're both stressed out because we made stupid fucking choices.
Yeah. I didn't really want you to begin with.
Oh, I'm just the only one that replied to the email.
Yeah. And I'm still fucking other women.
And here we are. This is exciting. And everybody in our small town probably knows who I am.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of popular.
The village bicycle, everybody gets a ride.
Something like that.
Interesting. So how's our relationship going to work? Am I on the lease at all?
No. Why the fuck would I do that?
So I'm just a tenant?
Well, I'm a narcissist. I'm a fucking control everything.
Are our kids sharing rooms?
How the fuck are you going to be on
How big is this house?
How in the fuck are you going to be on the lease if I'm such a dick and I'm set in my ways and you ain't got a job?
I do have a job. I work part-time from home. Take me seriously.
I can't. You know why?
Why?
Because you don't make enough fucking money to be on a lease, okay? Nor can you go get the deposit for any of the utility bills.
No, because of my bankruptcy.
So, listen, I'm going to handle everything financially, all right? I just need you to work for me.
This is alcoholic slavery.
Call it what you want.
All right. Fair enough. Cool. So we just keep going like this?
Well, I'll let you pick out the house.
Okay.
Is that good enough for you?
I mean, okay. Me, Jen,
No.
is
I'm not talking about you, Jen.
I don't even know how to I'm fucking flabbergasted, okay?
I'm not talking about you, Jen.
Oh my god. I just like no, it's not fucking good enough. We started off our relationship, you're a cheating motherfucker. Not only did you cheat on me.
Is this you, Jen?
This is me responding to you.
This is you, Jen, or is this
okay? This is what I hope. This is me, Jen, to this woman living this life.
Okay.
This is what I want to say to her.
Okay.
Or this is what I don't know if I want to say it to her, but this is what I hope she sees.
Okay.
Okay. You're a cheating motherfucker. You're always going to be a cheating motherfucker. I don't even like looking at you and saying this because it's not you. You're always going to be a cheating motherfucker. I'm not accepted by your family. And we're 2 years into this, so I'm never going to be accepted by your family.
No, my family fucking hates you. They think you're a fat slob and they hate your children because they're all fucking, they suck.
Great. I don't even know what to say. Like, just.
By the way, my family fully backs me and how I treat you too.
Well, of course. Of course. Otherwise, I would have sided with the ex-wife if they truly disagreed with how I treat women.
Yeah.
Or even if my family even acknowledged they have an alcohol problem.
Oh, they're not really going to acknowledge that because they're alcoholics as well.
Interesting. You.
Oh, and by the way,
more with the by the ways.
By the way, your entire family are a bunch of alcoholics too. So everybody's surrounded by alcoholics 24/7. 24/7. Alcoholism on a whole nother scale.
So did you have these children so that you would have livers for liver transplants later?
Doesn't really matter why I had the kids. Honestly, I'm just trying to, play the cool person right now as far as the father figure goes. So I'm not really concerned about the longevity of these children as much as I am about getting back at my ex.
So you're not over your ex-wife, and it's been what, 2 years?
That's correct.
And in that moment, she was speechless. Like,
Who was?
me. Like, why am I like, I'm looking at you like I'm gonna go pack my shit, bruh. I'm gonna go pack my shit. Like, no, this is
But are you?
it's just no, I'm not, because you're the best shitty situation I've had, and I'm just gonna deal with it until it implodes.
I'm pretty
Ultimately,
sure you're just gonna go make a drink.
honestly, yeah, I feel bad for all the kids involved in this situation. I feel bad for the woman because this is the best shitty
I
situation
don't know
she's ever
that you should
had.
really feel bad for the woman because you're
She
just gonna
did
go make a
select
drink.
it. She did select
She
the
went
life.
back to a
Yes.
situation that was toxic
Yeah.
and accepted it, but will never forgive it.
No. Relationships in these instances, like I keep going back to, you can never change how a relationship is started. And even though you can put a multi-million-dollar home on a shitty foundation, and the walls are going to show. The
Yeah,
walls
the
are
walls
gonna
are gonna give in.
the walls are gonna show the evidence. They're gonna start with small cracks, they're gonna work their way up to the ceiling, and then maybe on the outside, eventually you're gonna have some brick fall off. Like, it doesn't matter how fancy of a home you're trying to put on or how much of a fancy facade you're putting on the outside. If that foundation is not good, it's never gonna last. Never. You're never gonna make it happen.
So,
Our relationship started shitty. It's going to be shitty, and it's going to end even shittier. It's just going to take time.
all right. So, full disclosure, this is not our relationship whatsoever.
Oh, God, no.
This is someone that wrote into us, and
Yeah.
we're explaining the context of which.
They had questions about, I mean, the whole thing that came to us as far as like what we received is basically, what changes can I make? And how do I fix the foundation? We're already 2 years in. And I'm like, you can't. You have to completely
You don't
dismantle that
have a
home.
foundation.
No, you don't.
You do not, guys, you don't have shit. You have a fucking issue. You have one of the largest issues a couple could have. You started a relationship
You'll never have trust.
with a infidelity, and one person was willing to accept it for the money feature of which you were going to provide it. So in this situation, you are fucked from the beginning,
Yep.
and all you're doing is buying time, and this time's going to run out so fast.
Yeah.
And everybody is sitting on their couches eating popcorn, watching, just waiting for the show to come on.
Yeah. Yeah. You've made yourself a spectacle, unfortunately, to not just the children that are in that home and not just to the exes on either side, but to the entire town.
The town, the culture, everybody that is involved in your life. If you have friendships,
And why have your friends not spoken up and said, bitch, you're better than this? Like, why haven't your friends spoken up
maybe
and
the
said
friends
this?
aren't better.
Maybe not.
And
Maybe
mind
not.
you, oh, you got to take into context the relationship revolves around alcohol, which
Yeah.
means the people that are in those other relationships outside of their relationship are heavily induced by alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, and I've seen these types of things firsthand. Whenever there's alcohol involved 24/7,
Mm-hmm.
it overrules your your mouth overrules your ass.
Fair.
Okay? So, you can say all of these things, but they don't mean shit.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Yeah.
You can
So,
say you mean something, but it doesn't mean shit.
okay,
The
so
words
here's
that you say when you're drunk are the only words that you really fucking mean.
yeah. Here's my question. If they completely dismantled their relationship
Yeah.
and separated from each other for a period of time,
Boy, that would suck because I'm stuck across the street from your ex's house.
oh yeah, I get that. But that's not the question or the concern. Could they, if they separated for a period of time,
Rejoin?
build an actual foundation?
No.
Really?
In my book, no.
Yeah.
In my book, no, because you already put infidelity in place 4 other times that I know of. 4 other plus me, so that
Oh
it's a
yeah.
total of 5.
Yeah.
But 4 other times that I know of, and I personally know of them, that I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, and you're not very heavy. Matter of fact, I outweigh you.
The
I'm,
woman
yeah,
outweighs the man.
yeah.
There's a whole lot of issues in this relationship. And we've been together for 2 years. We're not engaged.
No,
My divorce was fucking
I
over a
don't.
long
I,
ass time
I actually
ago.
don't plan on engaging you. It's not my plan. My plan is that I'm using you to babysit my kids.
Until when?
I don't know until you won't anymore. Fuck, I don't know. I'm hoping that because I've given you the ability to pick out my home and I give you financial relief that that's good enough.
Yeah, but
And
how much
I'm going to go
financial relief are
I'm
you really giving me
also
if you're
still going to do whatever the fuck that I want to do whenever I want to fucking do it all day long, including taking my kids out on adventures without taking you and your kids on them. And we're living together. So I'm going to fully exclude you and your kids. Just take alone time with mine.
I can understand that. Like, I can understand that's important. You should. You should take your own kids. Is there times
Are
where
you okay with that?
I don't I Jen, me, I'm
You
okay.
you would be,
Yeah, I would definitely be. That's important.
but a self-conscious person,
No.
are they okay with it?
No. 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 Not at all.
Because
I
I've
would
already got all these trust factor issues with you with
right.
all of these the 4
Right.
that I know about.
Yeah.
So do I really trust you to do that, or are you gonna go drop
How
the
are we
are you
making
gonna go drop your girls off and you're gonna go pick up some other girls and you go out on the fucking boat? Because that's what I'm thinking in the back of my mind because
how
of the
are
infidelity.
how are we actively including all of our children at the same time?
We really don't. I got 2 girls. They're better than yours.
Fantastic. You sound like a you sound like a fucking trophy.
I am. I
Let
mean,
me guess, you're God's gift.
I fucking
You like you some you? You
I hu
love you some
I
you.
hung the fucking moon.
Did you?
Yeah, sure did.
Mm, okay. So if I want to be included when you go out, then
You're gonna have to shut up and sit on the sideline. I mean, you can come along, but yeah, I'm gonna need you to be quiet because my friends don't like you either.
do we even hang out with your friends
We do.
sometimes?
Yeah, we do sometimes, but they don't really like you or your kids.
Great. This is awesome.
So how do you feel right now?
Um,
Now that I've fully opened up to you and for the first time communicated all of these things to you, how do you currently feel?
defeated, worthless, devalued. Like I'm just a glorified sex slave, housekeeper, nanny. Like,
So if I would have shut up and never disclosed all of this information to you versus me disclosing this information to you, where are we at in our relationship?
if you didn't disclose it to me, I'm not going to come out and just ask you for this information. I'm just going to assume that it's all me.
Yep.
I need to work better to change your mood. Me having some type of issue, or like, I'm going to constantly be looking at myself going, oh, he wouldn't be in a bad mood if I didn't do this. Or I would constantly be evaluating me and myself and what I was doing in the relationship, because I would carry the burden. And if I had to guess, that's honestly probably what's happening.
Yeah. Why? Because I make you pick my kids up from school, and I make you do this, and I make you do that, and it's my way or the highway. Is that why you feel that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, fuck. I feel sorry for. I just have such a big heart.
You do.
Me. I just have a big heart and I feel bad.
Again, full disclosure, this is not us.
It's not us. No. I feel bad. And ultimately, I just feel bad for the kids because 7 days at a time, both sets of children are watching some part of this.
Yeah. Also, I left something out.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
You're just a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. Well, I'm a real sack of shit.
But you're not going to tell me that.
No. Why would I tell you that?
Right.
I want you to stay around and do what I want you to do.
You want me to do all the shit you don't want to do.
So we have two girls that are similar in age.
Okay.
But I didn't get a house, and you didn't help me pick out a house big enough for everybody to have their own room.
Okay.
So now the girls are going to share rooms.
Great.
But we're going to mix the girls together so that they're forced to have relationships together. How do you picture that working out? Especially whenever we're half. So do you think, is it cool if my girls use all of your girls' shit? Or is it cool? But I'm gonna tell you right now, whenever your girls use my girls' shit, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off. Like, don't let your girls touch any of my girls' shit, okay?
I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm probably going to not take the side of my girls because you are providing things for them that they've never done. Like, you taking us to the beach for the first time, like, and then us going on the boat and buying a boat for the first time, and then us taking us on the ATV trips for the first time. Like, you provide us with so many experiences for the first time that I would have never been able to do, regardless if you treat me like shit. And regardless that you're an alcoholic, regardless that you cheated on me in the beginning of our relationship, again, you're still the best, shittiest thing that's ever happened. There's two things I can't get past here.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't respect yourself, do you?
No.
You don't hold yourself with any respect, any regard whatsoever.
No, because
all you're really worried about is money.
Well, and here's the deal, because ultimately, because my because I'm the girlfriend, my marriage was over and I've been divorced for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, if I held myself in a really high standard, I would have attracted someone of really good quality by now.
You probably would have. Honestly. If you would have just tried harder and worked on yourself.
Right.
Mentally,
and built my self-esteem, I would have attracted someone so much better.
Physically, whatever that looks like for you.
Yeah.
You would have done way better than me.
I agree.
If you would have focused on you, you would have done way better than me.
Absolutely. But I didn't, and I couldn't because I don't
Honestly,
know how.
nobody should be with my unstable piece of shit ass.
I agree.
And by the way, I have a fucking little baby penis, so I don't even know what I'm doing for you there.
Okay.
I mean, I would consider my penis a clit dick.
I don't know how much of that you're gonna have to cut out. Um. Okay.
Like I can't pleasure anything other than scissoring you. So not only am I a piece of shit, but we have to scissor in order for you to get off. I can't help how small my dick is.
That's another really good TikTok.
My dick is so tiny.
Mediocre at best.
And mediocre is bigger than my dick. The word mediocre is longer than my cock.
And what size font?
It doesn't matter.
Oh my god. You, pack your shit and go.
You moved in. You're the one's getting out.
That's what I'm talking about. Like I'm telling this woman to pack her shit and go.
Yeah, she should. But she won't.
No. But they wrote in looking for advice.
Yeah.
And the advice is that
The advice is pack your shit and fucking leave.
yes, because
The worst thing that's going to happen is going to continue to fucking happen over and over and over and over.
yeah,
And there is going to be one day that
yeah,
this man is going to blow up on your kids. And are you going to get between this man and your kids?
I would
There's
hope
also
so.
going to be one day this man's going to have a fucking mental breakdown again, which he's had in the past, as it states. And what are you going to do with that? Why you want a fucking mental case? You don't have to deal with that shit. You're better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to that, what the fuck are you doing?
Honestly.
What are you doing? Leave. You have a choice.
Yeah.
You have a choice, just like the choice you made to fucking enter the
Respond to the
relationship
email. Yeah.
for the second time. What
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing? Leave.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how pretty of a house you build, the foundation is what it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't
So
matter. Doesn't
I can
matter.
tell you right now, from me to you as a woman, you are better than what you are currently dealing with. You can do better than what you're dealing with. And I hope you find joy and happiness somewhere else other than what you're currently having to live through.
Absolutely.
And
And I
I
really,
truly apologize for what you're having to go through. And I
yes.
truly hope you find your true self and you
Yes.
can work on yourself and build your self-esteem up
Right.
and go for what you truly deserve in life.
Yes. And I really hope if you don't do it for you, you do it for the 2 girls that are watching you or 2 kids. I don't know if you said girls or what. You just said they're sharing rooms, so I'm assuming they're girls.
Yeah, I assume they're girls too.
But don't allow yourself because they're watching.
These kids
And
will always watch.
yes. And ultimately, you are mirroring and accepting a relationship in front of them. And when they go out and get married, or even maybe they're not going to get
Would
married.
you let your girls deal with the level of shit you're dealing with? Let's ask that question.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, I thought I was close to being done with this. Unfortunately, fuck. My brain works in some fucked up
But
ways.
you go that way.
Yeah. So, would you let your 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 baby girls, would you let your baby girls marry a man or even be in a relationship with a man like this? Not that you have to let your girls do anything because they're going to make their own choices. But you're their sounding board as their mother. They're going to come to you for advice. Are you truly going to be there for your girls to say, "Nuh-uh, you're better than that. You don't no, you don't deserve that." Yeah, this whole topic just completely blows my mind that this exists really in any relationship. And I truly, again, hope that you watch this video and you go out and find happiness for yourself
Yeah.
because it's never too late to leave a toxic relationship.
No.
It's never too late to start over.
Matter of fact, you always say, once you're out, I wish I would have left sooner.
Every time you're out. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Just women
oh,
in general are just worth so much more than this.
from a perspective of coming out of toxic relationships.
Yeah.
And being in a very healthy one now.
Oh my gosh.
I can tell you that there is so much more better out there.
Mm-hmm.
And you really don't have to look for it if you start working on yourself first. And if you're working on yourself and you build yourself up and you hold yourself with respect and regard, ultimately it will come right at you.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is take care of yourself and take care of your family and you have to put yourself as number one for a while. So
Yeah.
that's really, I guess, my summary on this.
Yeah. And like I said when it's not until you leave the toxic relationship do you go, I should have left sooner. And usually it's not until you leave that you are able to identify that it was even toxic to begin with. So I'm sorry that you've dealt with so much. I'm sorry that you're going to continue to deal with so much. I just hope you don't deal with it. I hope you don't deal with it. I hope that it I hope it comes to an end. For your own heart, you are worth so much more, and your kids are worth more than watching you put up with what you shouldn't. So, yeah, it's really all I have to say about that. Oh, I had a really good one-liner earlier. Oh, just randomness. Frustration is unspoken expectations. Yeah, in a healthy relationship anyways. So, yeah, I really ain't got much else. I don't know what else to I don't know what to I just it's just heartbreaking. I don't really know what to say. I hate that any of this has happened because you've essentially wasted 2 years and are going to continue to waste more years because you can't go back and fix the foundation.
Hashtag foundational issue.
Foundational? Yeah. You got to put in the work. And here's the deal is it's like maybe if in the beginning he was honest and he was like, "Hey, I'm not ready to settle down yet. I am dating other women." That's different.
Yeah.
He's not muddying the waters. He's not being convoluted. He's not hiding anything.
But y'all are living together now.
No, I know, but I'm talking about like
Even in the front side, I understand, but there
yeah,
was no foundation built.
no.
The foundation was built around I cheated on you. You may have cheated on me too, and we're going to cancel that out. I don't know. I don't really know because there's not context given on that.
Mm-mm.
So what I do know is one person did cheat. So for me, if this is me as a man, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like if tables were turned and I'm the man on the flip side of this,
You're
I'm
not entertaining any of this.
I'm not.
No, you're not. By no means.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not.
I'm out.
Yeah.
So I think that's really all I have on foundation. What do you have anything else on foundation on this particular context?
I'll just say it again, like I've been saying, is you can't go back and fix the foundation. So if shit's going wrong in the beginning, it's going to always be wrong. And even if you think you've accepted it, it doesn't mean that there's not going to be cracks in the wall that show up later because the foundation is shifting. It's going to happen. And so the only way is to find somebody who you can build a good foundation with. And don't stay just because it's financial freedom or it's the best shitty situation you've ever had or whatever, because you're always going to be able to say, well, it's the best. Yeah, it sucks, but it's still the best. So what? I'd much rather be alone than settle for the best shitty situation I've ever had.
Same.
Fuck that. I've grown too much as a human.
I've been alone, and I would much rather be alone than be in that situation.
I'm good. Yeah. So that's just it. Don't the
Hold yourself with higher regard,
yes.
respect.
And your babies are watching.
Everybody's watching, not just your babies. Everybody's watching. You think people are cheering you on. All they're doing is cheering on the fact that they're watching you fail.
Oh yeah, they have something to talk about. They've
Yeah.
got yeah.
Well, and your group is a bunch of other alcoholics that live off of trauma.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they're going to cheer it on because they're talking to all of their friends about all the bullshit that they're watching.
It's just sad.
It is. All right. So we're
Best
going to
of
wrap
luck.
this up because I'm done with sad talk.
Yep.
So anybody else that would like for us to, read their stories, send them in to us at everydaymomentsforus.com.
Yep. And if you want to send your story in via Messenger, we're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Everyday Moments for Us. You're more than welcome to reach out.
Yeah. So in order for us to go live on Super Chat and start doing Super Chats, kind of like how this came through, we need 1,000 subscribers. So we're really trying to reach 1,000 so that we can.
Every subscribe matters.
It does.
Yeah.
So that we can go out and help people really navigate the waters of muddy relationships.
Yeah.
And I'll be your sounding board, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll also light up whoever the fuck you want to light up right here on this channel. I won't call names out, but the story will tell.
Yes. Yeah. And whoever it's for will know it's for them. They just know.
Yep.
They just know.
And you can share it to them. I don't really care.
It doesn't matter to us. But so yeah, that's the whole thing on foundation is you can make everybody think that it's good and it's strong. Cracks show eventually. Doesn't matter how pretty of a facade or how pretty of the decor. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, like, subscribe, follow. Can't wait to hear your story. Fade me out, baby.
Okay.